Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Stephany, and for today's video, I'll be walking you through my mini vertical Laurel Denise planner that I'll be using for fitness. I did use Rongrong's brand new goal setting collection. All of the shops will be linked in the description box below, so you guys can check them out and possibly even save some money on your order. So before we get started, and I actually do a flip through of how I set up January, I did want to refresh your memory and show you exactly what I was using before, which was the mini Laurel Denise horizontal planner. And honestly, it was working out amazing until I hurt my foot, and it took about a month for it to feel better. But by then I got lazy and I was eagerly waiting to start the mini vertical. So I'm beyond excited that the day is finally here. So before I show you how I had decorated it, I wanted to show you a blank page. So here we have the monthly view, the weekly view, and like the dashboard over here. So this is exactly what drew me into the Laurel Denise planner. The fact that you can see your monthly view and your weekly view at the same time. It was definitely a game changer. So in case you guys are interested in your own Laurel Denise planner, be sure to use code Stephany10 to save on your brand new planner. So we have the monthly view here, and all we're gonna do is flip through the weekly view. Your month is always in view, and I really like that. Here we have a habit tracker, and like I said, we have this dashboard page. So let's go ahead and flip all the way over here. It was undated, and I did start it back in April. So here is how it all started. So as far as the monthly view, I simply added a dot and just checked it off when I worked out that day. And in case I did reach more than 10,000 steps, I also wrote that here in the monthly view. As far as the weekly view, on the left hand side, this is where I tracked my Apple Watch stats, and then over here on the right, I tracked my water intake, and then I also tracked the stats on the treadmill. So this first week is a little bit too busy, but as the weeks went on, I felt like I found my groove and I added less stickers. So for the second week, I decided that I wanted to track the weather, so I went ahead and did that over here. We still have my Apple Watch stats here, my water intake, and the treadmill stats over here. We do have this little sidebar, but because I wasn't adding too many stickers here in the weekly view, I decided that I would use the sidebar to kind of decorate it a little bit. And then here in this third week, I also added the weather, but as you can see, I added a little dash to kind of separate the two sections, and I did the same thing over here. And then we also have the same thing here. So I was pretty happy with the way that I ended April. And then, as you just saw, we have the habit tracker here, but I ended up taking one from one of the months back here and simply adding it to the sidebar, because that meant that then I would have my monthly view, my weekly view, and my habit tracker without having to flip anything. So my planner would just simply lay on my desk without having to flip back and forth, unless I was changing it into a brand new week. So this definitely worked out for me, and I think that I'm going to be doing the same thing, just a little bit different. But let's go ahead and keep going. Here we have the month of May. Again, I was tracking when I worked out and if I reached more than 10,000 steps here in the monthly view. And then I was doing the same thing for the weekly view. So we have the weather, my Apple Watch stats, my water intake, and my treadmill stats over here. But as you can see, I did do this little line to divide the sections, and I kind of like flipped every other day. So really love that. I love the way that it looks all broken down like this. And this is when I hurt my foot. So I stopped working out. I just couldn't. I didn't want to hurt my foot any more than it already was. So that is why it was blank. So again, I did have my habit tracker over here, and I just love the way that this worked out for me. But like I said, I was really wanting to use the mini vertical. So let's go over here. And like I said, I was using the goal setting collection from Rongrong, and I thought that it was the perfect stickers to get my fitness started for the new year. So let's go ahead and open her up in January. I love that it is undated. I am really happy about that. So again, here in the monthly view, I am going to track what days I work out and if I hit more than 10,000 steps. And then we do have this little section up here at the top, and I'm thinking that that is where I'm going to write the weather. I love that it's already sectioned off, so I thought that that was really perfect for that. As far as the columns, that is where I'm going to keep track of my Apple Watch stats and my treadmill stats. And honestly, I don't know where I'm going to put my water intake unless that is what I want to do up here. So whether I do the weather or my water intake up here. So I'm not going to know until I start using this planner. So thank goodness we are finally here. That way I can get back into fitness and just tracking all of the things. So I added just a little bit of stickers here and there. I hope that this is not a lot of stickers, so hopefully it is going to work out amazing and just the way that I think that it is. So here is the last week of January. Again, we do have the habit tracker here, and as you just saw this blank page, I did decide to add these boxes here because I am thinking that I want to journal at the end of the month, which is something that I didn't do with my horizontal planner. So I really want to take time to kind of journal and see what worked, what didn't, anything going on. I want to be able to keep track of that here. And then I do have this little fashion girl with a quote that I'm going to be able to see no matter what week I'm in. So that is why I love the layout of these planners. I cannot say that enough. So as far as the habit tracker, like I said, I am going to continue to do this. But instead of taking them from the back over here, because this planner is undated, and I was able to do that with my horizontal because it wasn't undated. So now I went to plan B, which is where I went ahead and used these inserts that they just released, and they are already punched and kind of slit. That way we can add them and take them out. And as you can see, it is double-sided. So I just simply cut here and cut here and did a tape runner. If I can even talk, I ran the tape runner all around and just simply put the tracker here because I want to be able to see the monthly view, the weekly view, and my habit tracker without having to flip through my pages unless I'm flipping through a new week. So I'm definitely excited about this layout. I waited for so long until they released this mini vertical, and the day is finally here, so I cannot wait to dive into this one. Like I said, be sure to use code Stephany10 to save on your planner, but I am beyond excited and happy to dive in. So if you like this video, please consider subscribing, and don't forget to check me over on Instagram at stephanyhappilyplans, and I'll see you next time.